Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's plot fail big time as UK Court of Justice gives MI6 full order to investigate them. The royal plot twist you didn't see coming. Imagine the scene. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, once the golden couple of the British royal family, now find themselves at the heart of an investigation that could change everything. They had their eyes set on a new chapter in life, one where they could forge their own path outside the royal spotlight. But little did they know, the past they were trying to escape would come crashing back with a vengeance. In a shocking turn of events, the UK Court of Justice has issued a full order to MI6, yes, the British Secret Service, to investigate Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. What was supposed to be their grand escape to California has now turned into a web of intrigue, secrets, and shocking revelations. How did it all go wrong? And more importantly, why should we care? Let's dive into the story that's gripping the world. A royal rebellion that went too far. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced their decision to step away from royal duties, the world was watching. It was a bold move, one that many considered a rebellion against centuries of tradition. On the surface, it seemed like a quest for personal freedom. But was it really? In reality, there were whispers behind the scenes of their growing discontent. Some said it was Meghan's desire for more fame and recognition. Others believed Harry wanted to break free from the chains of royal responsibility. Either way, their exit from the royal family wasn't just about a new life. It was about control, power, and pushing back against the institution that had defined their lives for so long. But what they didn't count on was the storm that would follow. What started as an escape turned into an investigation that would soon involve MI6. The MI6 investigation. What's really happening? So, why has the UK Court of Justice suddenly decided that MI6 should get involved? It all started with a series of bombshell claims and suspicions surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's ties to some very high-profile figures. The royal couple, in their attempts to break free from the monarchy, reportedly became involved in some sensitive matters, ones that were never meant to see the light of day. Investigations began, and soon enough, the UK's top intelligence agency was called in to uncover the truth. What was once a matter of royal intrigue has now spiraled into a full-blown investigation by the UK's Secret Service. MI6's involvement isn't just about royal drama. There are accusations that the couple might have crossed some lines that involve not just the monarchy but national security. MI6 is tasked with unraveling the connections between the couple's actions and their potential influence on international matters. If the allegations are true, this could be far more serious than anyone imagined. How did we get here? The road to MI6. You might be wondering, how did it all go so wrong? To answer that, we need to look at the timeline of events that led to this point. The Oprah interview. Remember that infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey? Meghan Markle and Prince Harry spilled the tea on everything from their struggles with the royal family to their private lives. But what seemed like a cathartic moment for the couple turned out to be a catalyst for what would become a series of investigations. The interview raised more questions than answers, leading some to wonder if there were hidden motives behind their sudden departure. The Sussex Foundation. Around the time of their departure, Harry and Meghan also launched their charity work, with the Sussex Foundation taking center stage. While their charitable efforts were initially praised, rumors began to swirl about their financial dealings. The couple had promised transparency, but soon, questions about where the money was going began to surface. Ties to powerful figures. It's not just their royal exit that raised eyebrows. The couple's alleged ties to some very influential figures have raised suspicions that they may have been involved in more than just charity work. With their newfound celebrity status, the couple has rubbed elbows with powerful figures in Hollywood, politics, and beyond. But did they take things too far? Was there an agenda behind the glamorous events they attended? The investigation aims to answer these questions. The secrets they didn't expect to reveal. As more information comes to light, it's clear that there's a lot more going on than anyone could have predicted. The investigation isn't just about uncovering shady dealings. It's about discovering a much larger web of secrets. What happens when you've lived in a bubble of fame and privilege, only to realize that the very things you tried to escape are still catching up with you? One of the most shocking revelations to emerge from the investigation is the couple's alleged involvement in events that could impact national security. MI6's role is to investigate these claims and determine whether their actions have threatened the stability of the UK or beyond. What's more, there's growing concern about the couple's financial dealings. With their Netflix and Spotify deals, they have accumulated significant wealth, but questions remain about how transparent they've been with their finances. Could there be financial misconduct at play? Or is it all just part of a grand misunderstanding? The public reaction: shock, betrayal, and confusion. The news of MI6's involvement has sent shockwaves through both the royal family and the public. For many, Harry and Meghan were the rebellious royals who broke away from tradition. But now, they're being viewed through a completely different lens. What was once a story of personal freedom is now clouded with suspicion and uncertainty. The public's reaction has been mixed. On one hand, there are those who still support the couple, believing that they've been unfairly targeted. On the other hand, many feel betrayed, questioning the true motives behind their actions. The scandal has left everyone wondering, can we trust the couple we once admired? What's next for Harry and Meghan? As the investigation unfolds, one thing is certain: Harry and Meghan's future is now in jeopardy. While the couple has repeatedly claimed that they're committed to their charitable work, the cloud of suspicion now hanging over them makes it difficult to believe their every move. Will they be able to clear their names? Or will the truth reveal a darker side to their story than we could have ever imagined? Conclusion: the plot is far from over. This scandal is far from over. The UK Court of Justice's decision to give MI6 full access to investigate Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has sent ripples through the media and the public. What started as a royal exit has now turned into a saga of secrets, lies, and investigations. The plot continues to thicken, and we can't help but wonder, what will happen next? As more details emerge, we're left to wonder whether Harry and Meghan's story will have a happy ending, or whether the truth will finally catch up with them. The fallout. What does this mean for the royal family? While Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have distanced themselves from the royal family, the ripples of their actions are now washing back onto the shores of the monarchy. The involvement of MI6 has raised the stakes for the royal family in ways that no one could have predicted. For years, the monarchy has operated under a strict code of public behavior, where every move, every statement is scrutinized. But the couple's departure has blurred the lines between royal duty and personal freedom. Now, with a government agency involved in investigating their activities, how will the royal family respond? Will there be further fallout for Prince William, Kate Middleton, and the rest of the family? Or will they continue to stand by Harry and Meghan, despite the public backlash? The Court of Justice's ruling comes at a time when the royal family is already in the midst of transformation. King Charles has begun reshaping the monarchy, and the timing of this investigation could throw a wrench in his plans. But there's one thing that's certain: the royal family will have to deal with the consequences of their relatives' actions, whether they like it or not. The role of the media: stirring the pot. The media, as always, plays a crucial role in how this saga unfolds. The British press has been unrelenting in their coverage of the couple's every move. From their initial exit from the royal family to their controversial deals with Hollywood giants like Netflix and Spotify, the media has followed their every step. But the recent developments have sparked even more intense scrutiny. Is the media simply doing its job, or has it played a part in inflating the situation? As journalists and commentators dissect every new revelation, it's easy to see how this investigation has become as much about public perception as it is about the facts. The public loves a good scandal, and Harry and Meghan's story has become the latest in a long line of royal dramas that captivate and entertain. But it's not just about drama. There are real-world consequences to this level of media attention. The relentless pursuit of information can sometimes lead to misinformation, and in a case as high-profile as this one, the stakes are even higher. As the media continues to churn out stories, it begs the question, are they fueling the fire, or are they simply reflecting the chaos that has been building for years? What we can learn from this scandal: at the heart of this entire drama lies a deeper lesson. The story of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is one of ambition, rebellion, and ultimately, the cost of living a life under constant scrutiny. It highlights the challenges of living in the public eye and the consequences of making decisions without fully understanding the ripple effects they may have. For many, Harry and Meghan represent a new age of royalty, one where the traditional rules no longer apply. But in their quest to break free, they've discovered that the freedom they sought may come with unexpected costs. The couple's story serves as a reminder that fame and fortune come with a price. It's a cautionary tale about balancing personal desires with responsibility, whether it's to a family, a country, or a global audience. If there's one thing we can all take away from this situation, it's this: every action has a consequence. Whether you're a royal or a regular person, the decisions you make today will shape the narrative of your tomorrow. For Harry and Meghan, their past actions are now catching up with them in ways they couldn't have foreseen. The global impact, how this affects the royal image worldwide. The investigation into Harry and Meghan isn't just a UK matter, it has global implications. The world watches as the British monarchy and its members navigate the chaos that has ensnared the Sussexes. For countries that look to the UK as a symbol of tradition, these revelations could shake the foundation of their perceptions of the monarchy. As the investigation grows, the royal family's image is being put to the test. Can they continue to stand as the epitome of grace and duty while their relatives become embroiled in scandal? What happens when the personal lives of the royals start to overshadow their public duties? But it's not just about the monarchy, it's about the legacy of Harry and Meghan. As more details emerge from the investigation, their status as global influencers could be threatened. Are they heroes of the modern age, or have they become the villains in a story of their own making? A deep dive into public opinion. Who's on Harry and Meghan's side? When it comes to Harry and Meghan, public opinion is as divided as ever. On one hand, there are those who view them as brave individuals who dared to break free from the constraints of royal life.